welcome to another episode of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host. So I thought we'd go ahead and get into a supernatural thriller. The supernatural thriller came out in 2006, starring the Buffy the Vampire Slayer actress Sarah Michelle Gellar in The Return. Now this is a supernatural thriller. It was released in 2006. It was directed by Asif Kapaada. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. It's a British name. He was also the same man who would go on to win the Academy Award for the documentary Amy. This is his horror film he made for Rogue Productions. Yes, Rogue Pictures would make this film right here, which is actually a subdivision of not Universal Studios, a subdivision of Focus Features, because in the back DVD, I don't know if you can read it, it says Focus Features. It's actually also done by Interpella Pictures. They also made The Strangers, which is another really good film I need to cover on the channel. So anyways, what did I think of The Return? Well, as far as the movie goes, this is a really well-made film. But yeah, let's talk about the film. The movie stars Sarah Michelle Gellar. She portrays Joanna Mills. She's haunted by these visions that are in the film, these sort of ghost visions. This movie I like to compare to another film that deals with it, Nicole Kidman in The Others. This movie has a very The Others feel to it, but it is like I said. So it starts out with Joanna as a child, with her father, played by the late Sam Shepard, writer Sam Shepard. So it plays her dad, and basically the film begins with them going to a carnival. The movie was filmed and shot in Texas, so it also has that very, very feel. So basically she has these visions of seeing these people who are basically just, well, sort of like townspeople, but that kind of thing. We pick up with her as an adult, and she's I want to say she's a doctor. Adam Scott's also in this film. Yeah, that's three movies that Adam Scott had covered. Leap Year and Knocked Up. This is the third movie I covered that had Adam Scott in it. Well, he plays Kurt, who basically is Joanna's ex-boyfriend, who's also a domestic abuser. So he tries to hit back on her by blocking the door. Well, she's a co-worker with him, and then he's trying to make all these... I don't want to get into it, but other people see it and say, hey, do you want to hang out after work? So she leaves where she lives, I don't know, heads off to Texas. So she heads off to Texas to meet up with her dad. So we also get flashback scenes of her as a child in some scenes. But she keeps seeing these things in the mirror with like ghosts or reincarnation, as the movie wants to be. So that happens. So it's crazy. Like I said, this is a near masterpiece. So how does the Buffy actress do? How did the Buffy actress do in the film The Return? Really good. I strayed away from Sarah Michelle Gellar because I'm going to say this again. I honestly don't think Sarah Michelle Gellar is that good of an actress, in my opinion. I think the problem is I saw the two Scooby-Doo films and The Grunge, that I just don't think she was that good outside of her Buffy role. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is her best film in her career. She hit a home run. Her performance is like Oscar caliber. She plays a sympathetic character who's also what they call girl power, and I think it works in this movie. This is a near masterpiece. This isn't perfect, and I'm gonna go with my only downside. The rednecks in the film they're paper thin. The rednecks don't feel like that. They play like wooden dummies at times, and that's honestly what I think of in this film. They want to attack her, but they feel plumb dumb at times. Like, she outsmarts. Like, one scene, they're in sort of a junkyard, and there's another guy, Peter O'Brien, who plays another guy who has a relationship with her. That's fine and all that. but sometimes he's just plumb dumb. Also, another scene that they're at the junkyard, he pushes this guy right there and like his hair gets caught and she somehow runs. Also, there's two split personalities with her, so we see another scene with another woman. She looks in the mirror and like shift shapes, and then she freaks out and puts the jacket near the mirror. That's fine and all that. But anyways, if that's my only complaint, if the rednecks were not dumb, this movie would have been a little higher on my list. But don't get me wrong, this movie is going on my list of the best films of the year. But I will say this, that's my only complaint. Although another problem is, I'm not a fan of the cover art. Let's just go ahead and show you the artwork. I don't get an eye with the hand. I feel like this is the same cover that there was a Jessica Alba film called The Eye, which also was a Japanese film. And there you go. I kind of wish they would have stuck with that cover. Even the Blu-ray cover, I did look what the Blu-ray cover is. It's essentially that. So they didn't do a really good job with the artwork. So I think I already showed this off. And unfortunately, it would have been nice if we got some disc art, but that's about it for the disc. So I'm going to talk about the alternate ending. Well, I'm not going to talk about the alternate ending, but I'm going to say it's different. That's what I'm going to leave it at. I'm not going to tell you the real ending or the alternate ending. You're going to have to watch this. Aside from the alternate ending, you get the negative return, and I didn't watch the lead scenes, but I'm sure they're probably deleted for a reason. Then let's just say the alternate ending is different. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So yeah, I'm going to put this back right now. So yeah, the movie's PG-13, so just to let you know. So anyways, final verdict. Should you see The Return? Yes. I would easily say this is an automatic yes. This movie, like I said, it's not perfect. It's a near masterpiece, but it's a very, very well made film. There is stuff that kept me edge. It will keep you glued to that television till the very end. Despite the scene with the rednecks, I am highly recommending you to check out The Return, because I feel like this is one of the better of the spooky stories. Like I said, if you like the movie The Others, definitely check this movie out. I was going to compare it to Dragonfly or The Frighteners, but those two have no compare to this movie. It's a must-see, and I definitely recommend you checking out The Return. Anybody who's into those ghost stories, definitely watch The Return. It is a well-made film, near masterpiece, but a very good movie. And I can recommend to anybody who likes these types of movies. So that's it. I'm going to bid a good night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had to wait a minute. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out my social media pages. Like the channel, subscribe, click the bell. Let me know what you think of The Return. Leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts on Return. Maybe I might have missed some things. If you think I missed some things, let me know in the comments, okay? And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.